Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is May 29, 2023, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the FAANG Stocks brings the markets higher. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. And in fact, today, the U.S. markets will be closed in observance of Memorial Day. So as we look at the various markets, the Forex symbols will be trading today. We're looking at the major pairs retrace versus the US dollar, and the Turkish lira continues to weaken versus the USD. It's 20-1 versus the USD. Now looking at the indices, the Dow Jones bounces, but the NASDAQ gets to new yearly highs. Now looking at commodities, gold trades lower, while oil kind of just unchanged really for the week. And looking at the stocks, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, all trading in new yearly 2023 highs, not all-time highs, but 2023 highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin gets a little bit of a bounce. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're going to start out with a weekly chart of the Euro USD, and then we're going to backtrack. But you can see that we're hitting that 30-day moving average on a weekly chart, which is really important because this is possibly a place where we're going to bounce off of. Now we're trading at 107.30-ish level, and we had hit almost 111 versus the dollar. That means almost a 400 pip retracement versus the US dollar as the euro has weakened into this environment. Now let's take a look at a shorter time frame. Now, looking at this time frame of a daily, we do look like we're getting into a supportish area. Even though we sold off and we're below our two moving averages, this is really an important pressure point for the euro. Now, jumping into the GBP USD, also retracing, but not as aggressively. Okay, if we broke this 123-ish, 80-ish level support, really, the next support level is this 122.90-ish level, 123 for all intents and purposes. So nothing really to jump out at. Now jumping into the Turkish lira. This is where it's at. We're above 20. That's a major move for the Turkish lira, even though Erdogan did win the presidency and the premiership. Here's the thing. Nothing's going to change, which means that the economic slide that there haven't been until now, unless they change some sort of something, okay, some sort of policy, some sort of easement in the economy, the Turkish lira, I'm sorry to say, can continue to slide, and this will be disastrous for the country. Now, will be there ripple effects? Perhaps it will. Or will Erdogan kind of put everything together and kind of change his course and restructure the economic system in Turkey? That remains to be seen. Now, looking at the commodities, first starting out with gold. Gold retracing to just below 150, which was, 1950 to 1944. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a breach. It means that we're hovering at supportish level right here. So this is an important element. Now, jumping into crude oil, for all intents and purposes, nothing really changed at $73 a barrel. Now, jumping into the U.S. markets, this is where it gets very interesting. First, the Dow Jones gets that massive bounce back to 33,200-ish level after just breaching 33,000 to 32,700, a 500-point move on the upside. That's a decent move for a couple of days of trading. Now, looking at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ finally pushing higher to 14,000. Now, this is really exciting because we did have resistance at 13,900 at 600-ish level, 700. That's really that level. I'm going to highlight it because I'm so excited about it because I called it with you guys and you guys were participating in it. This and this is really important. This is where it's at. This is a breakout, classic move. And it was all backed up by the stocks, and one went, and then another one, and then another one. And then boom, you get that pop-up, and that's exactly what happened here. Now, looking at the individual stocks, which stocks are we talking about? The same ones we've been talking about the whole time. I'm losing it. If you guys didn't make money on this, this is something that is out of my skin. Look at Facebook. Pushing to 260-ish level. Remember, it gapped up from 211 to 240, and then boom, didn't fill in the gap. This is a gap and go if I saw any. Now, jumping into Microsoft, also, look at this move to $332 a share. Now, how far were we in the pandemic? 198, even lower. This is why this is really just such an opportunity to trade the markets under these conditions. And let's look at some of the other big names. Amazon also 121. That's a big move. And so these type of stocks making new yearly highs, 2023 highs, is really an indication that the market is absorbing this AI moving forward, and there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Now, looking lastly at Bitcoin, we did get a bounce at 28,000, then receding, but that comes to show you it's still there, it's still resilient, and there's still upwards momentum. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.